Hi, Shannon. My name is Steven. Tammy said to go ahead and shoot this video over to you. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to bring in more high quality fence installation and repair jobs to your business. Now, I know you're probably sitting there thinking, why would some marketing guy be doing this for free? What's the catch, right? Well, here's the deal. Most fencing guys are out there way too busy doing jobs to really understand how the internet works. And honestly, you've probably been through your fair share of marketing experts who really don't understand anything about your industry. So what I've found is by giving fencing guys a free blueprint of actual things they can take and implement. Some of them end up saying, you know what, I like this guy Steven. I'm just going to let him handle this technical stuff for me so I can just focus on what I do best. So by the end of this video, if you can see that I have the technical know-how to get you more high quality jobs, then shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or you guys can just take this free blueprint and tackle it yourself. That works for me as well. But now let me jump in and show you the 3 things that can set your company above your competition. The first thing I'm going to go over is content. Content is everything on your front page here. Now, most business owners understand the importance of content, but they're not really sure how much or what type of content they need. What I did is I copied all your words here on your front page and I put it in a word counter. And you're probably wondering, why the heck are you doing this? Now, Google, they like to see at least 1,500 words of content on a front page to really even be in the runnings for that top spot. So right now you're at 1,192 words. Now that's good. I mean, you guys are really close. Just a little bit more effort, but it's not just the amount, but it's also the content. It needs to be buyer intent keyword rich. And what I mean by that are these keywords, these phrases that people are searching every day that they're looking for to buy a service from you, from whoever, and from you guys specifically, fencing services. So I pulled up the number one competitor for the Raleigh, or not Raleigh, I'm sorry. I was dealing with that earlier, with the Charlotte market, and it's Allison Fence Company. So when I look them up, I use this tool called Ahrefs. It's a couple $100 a month, and it gives me some behind the scene views of what Google actually uses to rank websites. So in the past 30 days, Allison Fence Company was found for 94 keywords, and because of that, their site was clicked on over 500 times, and that's just in a 30-day period. So I plugged you into the same tool, and in the past 30 days, your website was found for 20 keywords and it was clicked on 86 times. So, because of their keywords and their content, among another backlinks, which I'm going to go over later, they're getting all this traffic. So, we can actually go into their keywords and see what keywords are being found for and how many times they're getting clicked on. So Fence Companies Charlotte, NC is a big one. And you want locations on your keywords. Because if you don't have a location, that opens up that search for national, even global searches. So this 700 search volume, I mean, it could be and from anywhere. And even though they're clicking on their site, they might not be converting. So we're focusing on Charlotte ones, right? So 200 here for Fence Company Charlotte NC, Fence Company Charlotte NC, another 100. I tallied these up, and it's about 1,520 people searching just for Charlotte alone. So let's go to you on in this site. Let's look at your keywords. So you've got the big ones, right? You've got a lot of them. You might have all of them, but we would make sure you have all of them. But it's not just that you have them on your site, but it's how many times as well. So if Allison Fence Company had all these keywords on their site and say they had them 2 and 3 and sometimes 4 times, we would want them on your site 4, 5, and 6 times, right? And a little trick here, that I'll let you in on. You can actually use these pictures because when Google scours these sites and searches these sites, they don't see, the pictures how we see them. They see what they're saved as. And you can actually save these as keywords, all these pictures, and that'll pick you up. So the more keywords you have, the more content you have, you will end up dominating in Google for the content. And that's one of the things that you want to rank for. So next, I want to go over citations. So when people are searching these, so fence companies, Charlotte, NC is the number one search term. 45% of people that are searching this are going to be clicking on one of these businesses in this area right here. Now, this area is called the Map Pack, and this has everything to do with your Google business profile. Now, most people believe it's reviews that get you ranked in here. Now, if it was reviews, QC Fence Contractors would not be number one. They have 109 reviews, 4.9, which is good, right? But this Plaza Fence should be on top. They have 5.0 and more reviews. Superior Fence has way more reviews than both of them, and they're on third place. So it's not reviews, it's not pictures, it's not anything like that. Citations. QC Fence Contractors has more citations than anybody else. You want at least 300 to 400 citations to get up in here. We have access. Oh, and what is a citation? So a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. A directory such as Yelp, Angie, yellowpages.com. There's a ton of them. And we have access to a couple tools actually, that will show us what citations and how many citations each of these companies have. So we'd go in and see how many and what citations QC Fence Contractors have, and we would match them for your business. And you would end up getting up into the top spot here, and you would be the authority in this map pack right here. Like I said, 45% of people searching are clicking on one of these, and that's about 15% each, with more going to the top. Of course, more people are probably clicking on the top spot here. So that leads me to the last section here, and this is underneath here. This is Google's organic search results list. And number one spot here, this is the most coveted spot. At 40% of people that are searching for this are going to click on the top spot alone, right? So you're splitting up 45% here, 40% alone. And backlinks are the main driver here. So what are backlinks? Backlinks, it's other relevant websites linking back to your site. It's kind of like online referrals. And the more relevant that the site that's linking back to you is, the better. For example, let's say you have a local blog page or a popular industry site linking back to you. That is what's going to help push you up in the rankings. However, since you're a fencing company, if you have a pizza site linking back to you, that's no good. Why? Because you guys do not sell pizza. So let's go back and revisit this tool that I showed you earlier. Let's look at your number one competitor. In the past 30 days, they're being found for 130 active links pointing back to their site. This is good news, and I'll show you why. Because you guys have more than them, right? But quality is better than quantity. Theirs are obviously more relevant, right? So we can actually go back, we can go into their backlinks and see, we can go through their list and copy and match all their backlinks and get those same backlinks for you. But we wouldn't want these ones that say spam, because those are actually hurting them. But all the other ones we'd match. That would put you in competition there for the top. But we wouldn't stop there. We'd go out to like the top 3 to top 5 sites on the list, and we go and get all those backlinks, and that will put you up in that top spot, and that will get you that traffic. That 5 over 500 that the number one spot is getting would now be your traffic. So what I want you to understand at this point is getting more high quality jobs online and outranking your competition and showing Google and Charlotte that you guys are the authority when it comes to these services in the area. It's not a magic trick. It's just a method. But I'm probably sure you don't really care about website traffic so much. You care about getting more high quality jobs booked, growing the company, maybe getting some more family time. So let me show you what this means for your bottom line by actually getting this done. So, like I said earlier, in the past month, there were 1,520 people searching for fencing services. So let's just do some really conservative math here, and let's just say only 5% of those are convertible. That's an extra 76 potential book jobs for your company every month. Now, let's just be really conservative again and say you only close 40% of those. That's 40 closed, or that's 30 closed jobs for your company on a monthly basis. So what would this mean for your business? And what would it mean if you stayed, doing what you're doing in the next 6 months? What would that mean? So I just want you to know, again, this isn't some magic trick. This isn't some pie in the sky thing. This is exactly what happens when fencing guys get their online presence done correctly. So let's just recap what we covered today. The first thing is going to be content. So you want at least 1,500 words on your front page with the right amount of keywords. The second thing is going to be citations. You want to be in at least 3 to 400 directories to rank above your competition. Lastly, it's going to be backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your site to show Google and Charlotte that you guys are the authority when it comes to fencing companies. So if you implement this, there's no doubt that you will be number one. So now you can take this free blueprint that I put out here and tackle it yourself. That's cool with me. Or if you want to take the most effective route and save yourself some time, then you can just book a discovery call with me. Again, my name's Steven. I live right here in North Carolina. So you can just reply back to this email, or you can call me at 910-551-2006. But at the very least, I hope this was educational for you all, and I showed you a few things that you can go ahead and implement right now to start claiming more high quality jobs and outrank your competition. And at the very least, I ask you that you just give me some feedback on this video. Let me know how I did. But other than that, I really hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care.